I mean, the bottom line is this. At this particular hour, if you believe the polling, Donald Trump's going to put up the best performance with black voters since Richard Nixon back in 1960. Not 68, since 1960. That's 64 years ago. Among Hispanic voters, Donald Trump's going to put up the best performance for Republicans since 2004 and George W. Bush.
We're here in Jersey, Atlantic City. Who do you support?
Trump.
I plead the fifth.
Trump for the win.
Tell me why.
I can't really call that right now, but I just feel like she's not good for president. She's good vice, but not for the actual lead role for the country.
Does it have anything to do with being a woman?
No. No, because I feel like women, nah, you're not going to give me that.
Your money's on Harris.
Yeah.
Who do you want?
Trump.
Why don't you like Harris?
She doesn't have any experience.
She's the vice president. She's a senator.
Yeah, no experience. No.
I am talking to people, and Kamala Harris has a problem with black men.
Yeah.
Yes, welcome back. I want us to take an exclusive look into something. Don Lemon is extremely angry with Kamala campaign that he discovered a big problem with black voters refusing to support her. He reached out to Kamala campaign. They ignored him. Now look at the pot soup they are in. When you take a look at polls, it shows that Trump is performing the best with black voters.
And I will just say that you texted me right around the Democratic convention, and you said, I am talking to people, and Kamala Harris has a problem with black men.
Yeah, and I told the campaign I did not hear from them. I mean, who am I for them to get back to me? But there's a problem. And look, I went from battleground state to battleground state. When they invited me to the convention, I didn't just want to fly there. I said, I'm gonna go and talk to voters in battleground states, and I did. It was not curated. I went up to people just doing man on the street. I said, who are you gonna vote for? Black men. And time after time after time, they said, I'm voting for Donald Trump.
Why?
Now, their reasons why, they said, because most of the time they said, well, you know, for economic reasons.
Yeah, when you look through this guy's eyes, you can clearly see that the man is not happy with Kamala campaign. They refused to listen to him. During that Democratic conventions, I think I did a lot of videos, reacted to all this. A lot of black men came out, told him straight, we are for Trump. She is this, and all the reason boils down to economy. Now, MNBC Joy Reid launches new conspiracy theory, accuses Republicans of rigging the election, says America has been hit with a fascist ground sweat of white men. Reid said Republicans are laying the groundwork for 2.0. The show host found it odd that pollsters are polling Pennsylvania, the most important swing state. There are a lot of explanations for why you want to game the polls. Entrepreneurial Republican pollster can suddenly gain favor with Trump, who is apparently fuming about Vice President Harris' billion-dollar fundraisers and positive press. Okay, when you take a look at what she is putting out here, it is totally insane. I don't want to talk much. Let me play this video so you can see what she said.
At this point, you can't call what Trump is running a campaign. As friend of the show David Corn points out in Mother Jones, what Trump and J.D. Vance and House and Senate Republicans are running is a massive disinformation campaign aimed at warping Americans' reality. And they're doing it with violent, terrifying, and sometimes bizarre conspiracies that set the table for maybe armed resistance to a Kamala Harris win.
Yes, I find this funny. This same thing they're accusing Republicans of doing, they are doing just that. These are same people who said the border is closed, inflation, crime is down. Totally unacceptable. When I look at Joy Reid, which I understand, she spent her life rage baiting. Putting this out is ridiculous. Looking at the poll, she's not happy that Trump is picking up. Okay, looking at what is happening on CNN, that's the mainstream media, MNBC, all their polls says the same thing. So her coming to say, oh, because Trump is now gaining grounds, or poll shows that he is topping, they are gaming the system.
Or mass acceptance of American fascism. Trump and Republicans backed by far right-wing billionaires like Elon Musk and right-wing media and anti-woman manosphere podcasts are creating social media or gaming social media apps like X Twitter in Trump's favor and pumping disinformation into the brains of Trump supporters. Not quite foreign interference, but not exactly different from what Vladimir Putin would do. And in many ways, the disinformation campaign is working. Base Republicans today believe everything from Democrats secretly manipulating the weather from a secret base in Alaska to Trump being incapable of losing this election. He's winning in a landslide. And some Democrats are starting to believe the disinformation too. Have you noticed how sharply the polls have shifted in Trump's favor over the last couple weeks? With these claims that Trump is surging with Black and Latino voters and leading in every single swing state, according to secret internal polls, despite all the Hitler talk. Let's be clear, but in small pockets among Black and brown men, too. This happens to be a global phenomenon as women become more economically independent and seek positions of power. Points out that just like in 2020 and 2022, dozens of right-wing polls have been dumped into the marketplace in the last few weeks, 12 in Pennsylvania alone. Those polls then swing the polling averages to the right, making Trump look strong and Kamala Harris look stalled. Now, there are lots of explanations for why you'd want to game the polls. Entrepreneurial Republican pollsters can certainly gain favor with Trump, who's apparently fuming about Vice President Harris's billion-dollar fundraising. And
Yes, for the very first time, I'm going to agree with Joy Real. I don't believe in the polls. Trump is way winning more than the way the polls are showing. And to accept this, Kamala is losing. The reason you see her going on podcasts like never before, doing more interviews like never before, that is it. If Kamala was winning like the way they claim, you will not see her do all this. Initially, when they were propping her up, like, oh, she's beating Trump, she's doing this, she was extremely happy, she was rejecting interviews. It was happening like that every single day. And this same MMBC was there to back up her. Now she came out after realizing what is happening to do interviews and podcasts. They turned on Trump, like Trump is now the person being scared. Trump did all types of interviews, podcasts. They didn't see that. So you will understand, these are the same people who said Biden was okay to run. If you don't believe that Biden is like that. Videos will come out, they will say, oh, that is deepfake. We saw all that.
And are worried Harris could very well lose. Well, do something. Get to work. As Barack Obama said in Pittsburgh last night, don't just sit back and hope for the best. Vote.
When Hillary Clinton was competing with Trump, everybody knew Hillary Clinton will win. And people felt reluctant. They didn't even go to vote. So this race being this tight, it is high time for you to realize and take a decision.
Axios, Blue Wall Blues. Fox, Dems are scared to death. No, Dems are not scared to death.
Is there a Democratic Party? Extreme left.
Trump is nearly dominating this lady in all the polls.
And I got to say, it's not looking that great for the Democrats.
No, Dems are not scared to death.
Is it a good endorsement? What exactly, please? I want you to know. Drop on in the comment section.
Trump's running mate. Same reason you don't throw a birthday party for Diddy.
Hey, you're calling yourself...
Well, this is a problem.
Holmes Enterprise. If you are over 18, please register to vote for something else.
Are now stepping forward.
Seen before.
I don't care if they write that. No, it was right, and you got...
I'm going to shake it off.
It's like 73% said they're voting for Trump. Okay, yeah.
You hired me 4 times. I tell him, I'm like, I'll just pop. How dumb are you? We are exactly 3 weeks away. Both nominees hit the